But we were so loud. Our table was so loud. We were tipping them all night. We were getting louder and louder and louder and louder. And then the funniest thing, the guy came over and he goes, guys, you know I love you. I know you guys are great customers. You've been coming here for fucking 10 years. You got to wrap it up. People are complaining. People are looking over here at the table. So we all get up. I don't know. There's maybe 10 of us. We all get up and we're walking out. And I got a buddy who's, at the time, God rest his soul, he's not with us anymore. He was crazy. I mean, we were all fucking crazy. And I was selling Valium at the time. I was a Valium salesman. I had like 200 Valiums on me that night. And I was giving them away at the dinner table. People were falling asleep. It was just a wild night. And I'll never forget that as we're walking out, the waiter comes out with 2 fucking pitchers of sangria. And he puts them on our table. He goes, wait, where'd you guys go? And as we're leaving, my buddy goes, Roger Holloway goes, guys, there's more fucking sangria. He yells fucking in the restaurant. Again, everybody looks at him. He goes, where you guys going? And we're like, Roger, we got to go. They fucking asked us to leave. You know, we didn't get thrown out like 86th. We got asked to leave, you know, nicely so we could come back. It was one of those. They were that nice. We tipped heavy. They didn't want our 86s. So Roger went back. He goes, I'm not fucking leaving without drinking. Those things are $16 a piece. And I'll never forget, he went back to the table, took the pitcher from the guy's hand, didn't even pour it in the glass. Just started tipping it back. It's 100 people in this dining area. 50 of them were looking at Roger as he's drinking this fucking thing. And he puts it, he goes, ah! He lives out a little burp, and he looks around, and he sees a table with, like, you know, 4 parents and like 4 kids, like young girls, and he walks over to the table and he goes up to the head of the house. He puts a pitcher in front of him. He goes, here, you finish this. Knock yourself out, you bad motherfucker. And he goes, ha, 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 ha. And he just turns around. The whole table's fucking looking around. Everybody's looking at us. And that was the last time we were fucking in there. So we were talking about that last night when we were sitting there. We're like, oh my God, the last time we were here. I hope they don't fucking remember. And sure enough, Mike opened up when the owner came over and the son, and he's like, we were coming here since before you were born. The guy's like, I'm 40. I'm going to be 40 next month. And Mike's like, we were coming here before you were fucking born. And he's like, you're right. We've been coming here since May of 81. And we started giving the fucking guy an ear beat. And they had a great time. And then Mike's like, I remember when there was a bar on that side. And they're like, how did you know there was a bar? The owner's son was like, there wasn't a bar on that side. Then the owner came over and he's like, tell him what you told me, because there was a bar on the other side there. Nobody knew about it. It was very tiny. And when the owner walked away, he's like, he didn't know that I used to go into that room and snort coke by myself and shit. And one night he caught me. He didn't fucking remember. So thank God he didn't fucking remember. He just let us go. They picked up a round of drinks. We fucking ate. And you're not going to believe this. We were home by 9:30. We were home by 9:30, and one of the guys had to go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning, stinky, and he kept telling me that all night. Guys, this is all good for you, but I got to go to work at 5 in the morning. I got to be up at 4 in the fucking morning. This guy's a fucking supervisor at UPS, done great with his life. This guy has worked at UPS for 40 years. He doesn't remember. I told him last night, I go, we went to that job application together. We went to Paramus. They had like a center where you went just for UPS to sign up for fucking, to sign up for work. They interviewed both of us. He got the job. I didn't. It was 11 to fucking 2. UPS 1981. He's been there for 40 years. He's like, I'm eligible to retire. They want me to go, but I'm not going because I'm bored to death. I don't know what else to do with myself. He goes, he has 7 weeks of vacation a year, 2 of them with his wife. The other 5, he goes, I don't even take them. I get paid. Yeah, because he goes, what am I going to do with my fucking time? I have no friends. I go, bro, that all changes this fuck. I would love for all these guys to get retired so we can hang on, maybe start a bowling league or something like that, get a bowling league. But this is it, guys. You got to welcome this shit. Like, the last couple of weeks, I've been thinking to myself, maybe I feel bad because it's a midlife crisis. You know, maybe I feel bad. Maybe my anxiety's up. You know, but usually a midlife crisis, you dump your wife, you fuck a 21-year-old, and you get a Corvette. I looked last night. I still got the fucking Subaru out in the lot, you know. So It's not a midlife crisis. I don't know what this is. It's the final step. And the other night with dinner with these guys helped me understand that I'm going into the last phase. I'm walking into the last phase of life, and I'm enjoying this. I'm welcoming it. I feel good. I'm going to go to jiu-jitsu today. I'm going to start going to jiu-jitsu a couple times a week now. I'm switching. You know, guys, I had a little moral inventory last week, and I got to switch the last 2 or 3 weeks. I've been thinking about how I got to switch my life around. My life has become very stagnant, and I'm the type of guy that looks at that shit all the time. When I become stagnant, I don't like it. So I'm going to switch some stuff around, personal stuff. I'm going to switch some fitness stuff. Like, I put too much into the gym. I got to start switching it around a little bit. I got to start balancing my gym, jiu-jitsu a little more, my health stuff, and I got to start, I write with Erica. I want to wish her a happy birthday. It was her birthday this last weekend. I'm writing a book with Erica, and that's a couple hours a week we get together. Not to mention I got to outline on my own because my memory is not that good, so I got to outline 2-3 days beforehand. So I'm putting work into this, but something's still missing. I need to fill some fucking gaps, and the next couple of weeks, that's what I'll be putting together. I want to overhaul the Patreon a little bit and switch it around. I was thinking about how this week's I have on my Patreon, I always have the album of the week, and it's not even a good fucking show. It's just me introducing an album to you guys. Like, I don't get into it how I would want to, because I don't think you guys would enjoy it. Like, if I got into it Joey Diaz style, it would just be too fucking long, the album of the week. So I try to keep it short. But the good thing about the album of the week for a guy like me is that I get to play the album. Like, I listen to the album 2 or 3 days before I do the album of the week. And I basically sit on my couch and listen to both sides and relax and just think. I hit the bubbler, and I'll come back here be after 10:30, when I hit the bubbler, and I'll come back here and I'll just listen to it low, very low. And then the next day when my wife and my daughter's at school, I'll listen to the album, fucking loud. And that's when I hear things that I haven't heard in a long time. When I put on the album of the week this week is the first Ozzy album, The Blizzard of Oz. This fucking album hit me hard this week. Holy shit. And you hear it all the time, right? I mean, it was the 40th anniversary of Diary of a Madman this month, the last month. So they've been playing the fuck out of it. And they've been playing, you hear Gravy Train. What's the name of this? Crazy Train. Gravy Train. I hear Crazy Train on the radio. Ha, 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 ha. Suicide Solution. What is it? Wine is hard, but whiskey's quicker. Suicide is low with But you hear all those songs on the radio, but when like I told you, I didn't tell you guys. I told the album of the week people, when you put an album on at the house and you hear the way the songs come on, the order of the songs. Like this week, I listened to 2 albums a lot. I listened to the first Ozzy, and I also listened to, not the whole album, I listened to Highway to Hell.